Welcome back to the channel. I would like to talk about an experience I had. It's a travel experience and how the benefit it is to having status with some hotels. This has happened before in Atlanta, but let me tell you about the most recent one. I landed in Frankfurt, Germany, by the time I clear immigration and all of that with the taxi, I reached the hotel. It was about 11:30 a.m. in the morning. I know on the website they said check-in is 3. No one was at the counter. I was standing there. Then someone came from the back. I realized afterwards it was housekeeping. She went into the office and the desk clerk came out. I said, "Good morning." She said, "Good morning." I said, and she's watching at me. I said, "I'm here to check in." She said, "Oh, check-in is until 3 o'clock. I said, "I understand." I said, "But could you look at my reservation?" What she didn't know is an experience I had, who knows, about like 6 years ago. I went to a hotel in Montenegro, and I thought was this one hotel I was going to. I can't remember which one of the brands, but it was another hotel about like 5 minutes away by walking. It was that near. So I get mixed up with it, get into the taxi and giving the direction. So since then, like, it gives me like a feelings. I always double checking, especially when I'm in a place that I'm not familiar with. So that is the reason why I was asking her to check my reservation. When I said, "Could you check my reservation?" She looked at me and said, "Check it. You could have a seat." And then I said, "Okay, I understand that your schedule is until 3. I said, "But could you just check my reservation?" She paused and she took my passport and she checked my reservation. When she checked my reservation, okay. She went to the back and then this other supervisor came out. The problem is, because of my status, I have early check-in. Secondly, my room was already ready. They had, the manager had prepared a welcome letter for me. There was a card inside there for me. The room was ready to prepare. But she just assumed, by looking at me, that I can't check in early. When the her supervisor come, and she's standing there all apologetic and, "Oh, we didn't understand something, Miss Simon." I was there and I was able to go to the room. So somewhere about like 12 o'clock, I went to the room. It also happened in Atlanta. But this one in Atlanta, since I walk in and I talk, I said, "Could you check my reservation?" "Oh, you have to pay $45 for early check-in." I said, "That's fine." Because I know I'm not paying $45 for early check-in because I'm an IHG member and I know if a room is available, I'm eligible for early check-in. But I don't say anything to them. They watch at me, the judge, whatever is the case, I don't say anything. When she took my passport, she, oh, Miss Simon, thank you for being, your room is ready. And that is the problem. And I know for certain, if I was in their position, I would have never made that mistake. If you are in the business for a while and you know that they have a certain level or a certain status at your establishment or your hotel or the brand that you're part of, that person or persons could get check-in early, why when someone come to the counter, it is simple. Just check the reservation. For all you know, you might ask them to sit there and they might be at the wrong hotel, like how I was that time. Or the reservation, I could remember going to Baku in Azerbaijan and the man, his supervisor, canceled the reservation. I don't know for what reason. But he was there and they canceled, so it was a whole big back and forth. It took forever for his situation to start out. In fact, I left, I was checked in and he was still there sorting out. So if someone come to your hotel, this simple thing to do, and this is it. I didn't have no energy to get upset. I was dog dead tired. So I just told her, I said, "Could you just check my reservation?" I had to ask the woman 3 times. And on the 3rd time, then she checked. Then and it was there. And that is there's a problem that we reach not only in traveling in life. Persons just watch at the situation and they assume. So Paula Simon perhaps is not looking like me. So I might not be. And in that pile, I averaged was about 10 other reservations, including myself, that was already prepared, had letters, they had cards and everything, because we might have been the 10 elite members that were checking in that day. But it come to it. It was just a little hiccup for a few minutes, and she was all apologetic. And every time she saw me passing my tea, she used to smile, asking me how everything is going. Because she just looked at me and assumed. And this is what I'm telling you. Having status with those hotels, as I'm saying, even if you're traveling once a year, you could afford to take a flight reaching at 8 o'clock in the morning. And you don't have to think about, oh, I'm going to leave my bags there and I'm going to walk around or anything. Because chances are, you book your ticket, your reservation, even if it's within 36 hours. Chances are they already prepare a room for you and you're able to. Now, if you're new to this channel, welcome, welcome, welcome. A returning subscriber or visitor, welcome also. Don't forget to like, subscribe, turn on the notification button, and let YouTube let you know when a new video is uploaded. And you know what? We have space. Why not join? Be part of the team, as I will be sharing more of my experiences and giving tips on how to travel and how to use everyday spending. Not extra spending, everyday spending in order to enjoy good travel. And you know what? When you reach at a hotel, even if one of the people behind the desk try to hassle you, you just stand there with a smile and simply ask them to check your reservation. Because you know what? It won't take 3 minutes when they will be apologizing to you, and every time they see you, they'll have to give you a smile and a, how are you doing? So take care and have a blessed day. Bye.